I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The lyric scientist lab.
You want energy, folks? Well, here it is. Look at the energy that I am outpouring from my orifices currently live here on the 254th episode of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast with Jared, Leigh, and RJ. And man, do we have a great show for you guys today. But before we start, just a big shout out to Epic and Ghost Chips for coming by last week, hanging out for a day, having a good time, getting a little tipsy, if you will.
Not Ghost Chips, though.
yeah, not Ghost Chips.
I
Not Ghost Chips.
I want to clarify that.
Yes, we do not believe in underage drinking on this show. And then I've got this wonderful hammer that is still super, super badass. I would honestly take it to work, but the guys would probably hit me with it.
And they'll probably give you wedgies and pants.
Yeah. It's
fucking
hard.
nerd.
Yeah, it's so hard being me sometimes. It really is. You know.
Well, RJ, you're a unique person.
Thanks.
You allow people to, I don't know, roast you.
That's all right. I
and
find
you
it.
don't roast back.
I don't know what to say. I'm going to say something mean.
That's what roasting is.
I know, but I'm going to hurt somebody's feelings, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because I'm a dick.
Oh, no.
My name is Richard. Really. But it's all right. But do you know what's important, folks? The government. Well,
Okay. Well, well, kind of.
Yeah.
Don't get super into it.
Let's
Just fucking start the show regular.
But, so I know you kind of told me to check out The Penguin.
Yeah, did you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think it's really good. And I think
so, too.
And I think IGN is a bunch of fucking morons for giving the first episode a 5.
Yeah,
they gave it a 5.
They're fucking weird.
This shit was easily like a 9, dude.
Well, the first episode wasn't a 9. No, it was probably a 7. The second episode was much better.
Oh, I like the second one too. Obviously, there's only 2.
Yeah, they were saying that. I saw mixed reviews with the show. Like some people loved it, but that's any show, to be honest. But
no, I like how it literally takes place a week after the events of the Batman movie.
They even had the theme music
at
the beginning.
And so, I mean, what could you not like? And man, what about the range on Colin Farrell, dude? Like,
oh yeah,
he's fucking killing it, bro.
Yeah, he's had his like trials and tribulations.
Yeah, just like most of us do.
But he's done a lot. Like when he was in that movie SWAT, like before, when he was in SWAT.
Oh, I do.
And I kind of, I didn't really pay attention to him until then. And I didn't know that he was like Scottish or whatever. Is he Scottish or Irish?
I think he's Scottish. I think he's Irish.
Yeah, Irish.
I think he's Irish.
And I didn't know he was. Like, he has a straight up Irish accent.
Yeah.
And like, now, once I knew that and I rewatched the movie, I could hear it every now and then. But that's like Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Like, everybody, like, you forget that he's Australian in Lethal Weapon movies. But like, if you go back and watch it now, you'll hear the Australian accent.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Mel Gibson is Australian. I do forget that from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
No, but I think I'm liking what the show is about. I like the theme. It's got the same dark, gritty tone as the Batman movies.
Trust me, Phobia, he is not my VP. My VP, my running mate, was supposed to be here today. He didn't show up.
He's at the border.
I don't even know if we. He's at the border, making sure. I'm kidding. That's one of those topics that I'll lose a lot of people.
Yeah, it's all right. We got to bring the people. Vote Leigh 2024.
But yeah, I don't even know if I should announce it yet because I want to make sure he's able to be here.
I see.
I mean, I have kind of said I'm saying like out here.
I got you
on to here. But anyway, what's up, Epic?
Epic, what's up, buddy?
And Phobia's in here too.
Phobes, long time no see, buddy. I hope
were we
everything is all right.
Yeah, we were talking about
the Penguin.
The Penguin, yeah. I'm excited to see where they take it. I hope they do more different characters from this particular world aside, and then continue to do the movies.
Yeah,
as the movies as Batman, and kind of work on all the series
for the villains.
I think that might be a good way for DC to go at this point.
I mean, honestly, dude, do we know how many episodes the show is supposed to be?
Probably a normal fucking 8 to 10.
And okay, yeah, I mean, which is kind of standard in this day and age.
Yeah, which sucks because we used to get 20 episodes of shit.
I know, dude.
24 to 26 episodes.
And I just like the feel of the show. I forget her name that plays Sophia Falcone. It's fucking killing it, dude. The Hangman.
Yep.
And the one thing that I think initially kind of threw me off guard was they're all from New Jersey. Like, it's like this huge mafia family. And I know that's always been a thing, but I was just like...
Why would that throw you off?
I don't know. It was just, I wasn't prepared. I didn't know what to expect from the show. And then I'm like, oh my God, this is like a mob show. And I was like, oh shit, this is cool.
See, that's why I think some people who don't like it, like, they don't realize that that's what it is. It's not your typical Batman show. It's not a show about the mob. Like,
yeah, it's not a typical, like, it's based on a comic book villain, but it doesn't give comic book vibes, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Well, just like the movie. The movie was pretty realistic.
I like the movie a lot. I actually rewatch it from time to time.
Yeah, I do. I've watched it a couple times since. Yeah, I liked it.
And whatnot.
A lot of people hate that one because he's so emo, but
oh, dude, it's
I mean,
a part
Batman
of the tone.
is fucking emo.
Yeah, what's a part of the tone of the film? So I just put it this way: if he was like happy the entire time, then it would be really fucking weird, dude.
Like this dude. Okay, everybody wants to talk about childhood trauma these days. He's a motherfucker that's got some childhood trauma. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like, he's gonna be fucked up.
Yeah, dude, he fucking watched his parents get murdered by some psycho that was apparently sent out by a killer clown, and then fucking, then he fell in a well full of bats, and he's got a butler named Alfred. I mean, thank God for Alfred, the real unsung hero.
I saw a meme the other day that had all the Alfreds on there, and they were like the one character they've never missed on in all of Batman, and that's Alfred. Like, they've always gotten that one right, even on Gotham. All the movies, the TV show, like, they've never gotten that one wrong. But then I saw another one the other day that I posted that had all the Jokers, and it had the people's names spelled out, like, as Joker and whoever played them.
Yeah.
And it was like Jack Nicholson for J. I forgot who the second one. And then it goes J-O-K, like, and then it says "not you" for Jared Leto, and then ER for the other two.
Yeah, dude. I mean, fuck, dude. I mean, put it this way: I think Alfred is such a lovable character. He's such an iconic side figure that I think just anybody willing to play him is probably a big fan to begin with. I mean, you got to be a fan of this stuff to do good at it, I would think.
I like the way they did it in Gotham with him, where he was basically, they show him raising Bruce.
Yeah.
And like how he learns his first, like, learning to, like, fight and box was from Alfred.
Yeah.
And he kind of taught him how to be a man until he went off and started doing his own thing.
Yeah, getting captured by Ra's al Ghul and then just living in a cave.
Mm-hmm.
And then finding out Ra's al Ghul is the actual bad guy. Plot twist. Oh my God.
He's a bad guy in a few of the characters. I think Daredevil? I think he's in there. I
think you're right. I think he is in there. Here, let me put this. But no, really enjoying the show. Oh, sorry, I completely forgot about
that. Just on camera.
No, but I've really enjoyed obviously the 2 episodes. And what does this come out on? What day of the week? Is it Sundays, Wednesdays?
I don't know. I go through my list of things, and I just there's a new episode. Okay,
okay, all right. Since it's HBO, I would think it's a Sunday thing.
I think it may be Sunday.
Okay.
And then Tulsa King is also Sunday. I've been watching that.
I have to get back into that. I started watching the first season and got towards the end of it.
Epic with the Big 10 bomb.
Thanks, buddy.
Have furniture after summer party. Like, I don't know how that works.
What does that even mean?
That must be a Wisconsin.
After summer party.
Because it's about to get really cold.
Yeah, dude. He's about to be freezing up there. I mean,
it's the last day of warmth that we'll feel in a long time.
Yeah, no. What I was gonna say is that the weather. I'm so glad the sun was out today, dude. You have no idea. I mean,
I wasn't even out.
And thank God Epic had great weather when he came down, and it got a little nippy towards the end of the night. But when I woke up this morning and I saw it, like, early this morning, I saw the sun was out. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Because I swear the last week and a half, all it's done is fucking rain and be cloudy and miserable. And I like the fall, don't get me wrong, but I need that cool fall crisp air with the breeze and the sunshine. That's what I need.
Stop crying.
I'm not crying. It was just
You're gonna be mad when you're fucking having to stand in that bay with fucking when it's cold. So stop crying.
Dude, trust me. I know. I hate it. Working in the lane in the wintertime is a pain, dude. It's horrible. It's just god awful. I hate it.
Yep. So stop crying about your little. It's warm, even though it's rainy. It's warm. It's still like so.
The sun makes me happy. Doesn't it make you happy?
Yeah, it makes
Isn't it
me
weird
happy,
that I'm
but
talking to you like this?
I also like rain.
I don't mind
Like
the rain.
If we don't have rain, like we don't have fucking life.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm not saying I don't want it to not rain. I just don't like when it rains like fucking 2 weeks like consecutively in a row besides like a day.
Well, at least you don't live, bro. Stop being fucking. Okay, look, you could have been born in Washington State or Oregon,
Yeah.
where it rains all the fucking time.
Yeah, wouldn't that be
So
awful?
stop bitching.
I'm not bitching.
Look at life as the cup half full and not half empty. RJ.
Jeez Louise. You know what? That's a great motto for your campaign slogan. Vote Jared Leigh 2024. So moving on.
I did not have sex with that woman
Yeah, no, he didn't. No, that's right.
unless she asked me to.
Oh man, this reminds me of this episode of Law and Order I was watching earlier.
Of course, you're gonna bring that up.
I can't. I mean, it's relevant. I don't want to say it's relevant, but there
I
was
think
like
that show is so fucking boring.
it's just fun to watch. It's just a continuation of murder.
Every episode is a cookie cut of the last episode.
I know. It's maybe, but dude, it brings me comfort. Like when I'm
No,
having
you know what it is? You know why I don't like it? Because it requires you to shut your brain off.
well,
It's lazy television. There's nothing entertainment about it. It's just there to fill the space.
come on, man, Elliot.
So you feel like, yeah, I guess it is a comfort. Yeah, man, maybe that's why I don't like it.
Yeah, I literally
you got to be. I don't know. I'm in the mind space of you gotta. Everything shouldn't be about getting to comfort. You know what I'm saying? You should do things that challenge yourself.
Yeah, and I agree with that. But on a lazy day like today that I have, for the most part, did some stuff around the house, clean the. Oh Jesus, sorry.
Just put it over here.
Yeah, no, it's just like I'm not thinking about it. Cut the grass. All right. Got the carpets cleaned. Went to the store, and I made myself some
So
lunch.
that's not a lazy day.
Yeah, and I made myself some lunch. I was very happy. I also remembered. Do you know what's a hard thing to do, Jared?
Yeah, go ahead. I got. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Boiling water.
How's that hard?
I don't know. If you put like just a little too much water in it, it takes forever for that shit to boil, dude.
What in the fuck are you talking about?
I'm just saying. I made some noodles earlier because I like noodles. All right, hear me out. So I took the pot. I've done this a million times. I don't know.
Keep going.
And I filled it up with water,
Mm-hmm.
and I put the burner on the highest, so,
Mm-hmm.
Dude, and like fucking 10, 15 minutes goes by, and I go out there, and the shit's still like flat, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And I was just like, maybe I have too much water in the pot. So I pick it up, I dump it out, and eureka, it started boiling. There was like this much too much water in the pot.
I swear. This is getting clipped. You think the reason the water didn't boil was because you put too much water in the pot?
Yeah, on the highest setting, yes. I just felt like it was too heavy. There was just too much water in there it was taking forever to start to boil. Dude, water should boil between 5 to 10 minutes.
That's not how science works.
I understand science. Well, I don't.
No,
actually.
clearly you don't.
Hold on, hear me out. I'm telling you.
I'm trying. I'm going to let you go ahead and have your piece, but go ahead.
There was just too much water in the pot. I'm convinced. Because like literally like three minutes later, it was just and I'm like, oh, there we go. Like I don't know what was happening. It was bothering the shit out of me.
So explain to me what you think the reason water boils.
Because of science?
No, I'm dead serious.
Well, heat, molecule. I mean, I'm sure. Like, what? Can you like rephrase the question?
Rephrase the question. How do you think that water boils?
Well, when it gets hot and gets warm.
Okay, what particular temperature does it have to be at?
That I do not know off the top of my head. I would say maybe 80 degrees or something like that. Maybe more.
At what point does water freeze?
I know that's about 32 degrees.
Okay.
Yeah, that I do know. But in terms of boiling, I would think it's 100 plus maybe.
I think it depends on. I forgot. Damn, now you're confusing me because now I'm thinking Fahrenheit. God damn it.
Yeah.
Fucking confuse me.
I didn't mean to like just turn this into like a big boiling pot of water conversation, but I'm telling you, there was just too much water in the pot. That's the only thing I can think of. It's just like I wasn't even on the highest setting with all the water that was in there that the burner couldn't produce enough heat.
212
212. Okay.
Fahrenheit, 100 degrees Celsius. So at that point, that's when it starts to turn into steam.
Okay.
Which is a gas. That's what water is, and it's gaseous.
Solid
state.
liquid gases.
Yeah.
And there we go.
Freezing is 0 Celsius,
All right.
32 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Okay?
That much I do know.
All right. Now, how much water is in the pot does not matter.
Dude,
It depends on when the water reaches that particular boiling point.
When you come over next week, we're going to put a bunch of water in a pot and we're going to boil it. We're going to do a science experiment.
There's no experiment that needs to be had. This has been proven over hundreds of years.
You know, well, I wasn't there when it happened, so I don't believe
You can do it right now. You did it earlier.
Well, it took a while.
And it depends on the atmospheric pressure and all that shit, but we're at sea level, so it's 212 or 100, whatever system you want to use.
I'm convinced there was just too much water in the pot, dude. I'm
crazy.
telling you. Dude. I know it sounds ridiculous, and I know I sound ridiculous, but do you know what's not ridiculous?
The first Tuesday in November. Keep going.
I forgot what I was saying. I had a Jared Leigh moment. Oh, do you know what's important? Your vote. Vote Jared Leigh 2024. Fuck the others.
I still can't get. Okay, the other thing you can do to change the atmospheric pressure on the water
Okay.
is put a top on it.
Yeah, I didn't even think about doing that.
Put a lid on it. It increases the pressure a little bit, so it'll
Yeah, I
boil
could have done
faster.
that. Yeah, I could have done that. You know what's crazy?
And here's another thing: you could also put salt in there. Put salt in the water, and then put the lid on, and it'll boil faster.
I don't know why I didn't think about putting the lid on.
I don't know what either, because you didn't know.
I'm
You thought the amount of water was the reason that it
I'm
took
telling you,
longer.
dude. There
I
was
mean,
just-
kind of that is the reason, because it will take longer for more water to boil, but it doesn't start boiling until the entire thing reaches.
yeah, that I do know, but I don't know. My mom boils water like instantaneously. I don't know how she does it.
And there's also, you ever heard the cliche, a watch pot never boils?
I think I have, yes.
You think you've heard that?
I'm sure I have, yes.
You know, okay, so that's basically a way of saying that time flies when you're having fun type shit.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So if you're not paying attention, like how you perceive time, if you're watching the water, it's gonna feel like it's taking longer
yeah.
for it to boil than if you came back and you're like, oh, it should be boiling right now, and then 2 minutes later it starts boiling. It was like, well, if you had just gone for 15 minutes doing something else,
I mean, I was.
It would have been
periodically.
boiling.
I wasn't just staring at it.
you were getting up, going back and forth.
Well, I didn't want it to overboil or something like that.
It's water, bro.
I get it. I understand this.
It's not
dude.
gonna overboil.
How did this podcast become us talking? Well, this is science, at least.
Yeah, I know, but how water won't overboil? Like if you put other shit in the water, yes, it will overboil.
Well,
It'll boil over.
Well, I had the windows open, or not the windows, but the doors open. The weather was nice. I was watching Law and Order, and then I was like, "Oh, I've watched 15 minutes of this show. Let me come out and check my water." And it's not doing anything, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And then that's when I decided that there was just too much water in the pot, dude. I was like, "This is taking far too long."
Londa said you should watch Brainiac.
That sounds. Is that new?
No, I think it's.
I
been
almost
around
feel
for a
like
while.
I've heard of that.
I think it's been around for a while.
Londa, could you give me a short premise while Jared does his wonderful
We'll
typing?
just look it up.
Oh, or we can just use the internet. That's what we have it for. And that's what you have us here for every Saturday
I
around.
think that CBD and fucked your brain up today.
Yeah, I feel great, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You don't. You feel great. No, not the fucking character.
Oh shit, dude, Brainiac. I know that's what we're not looking for, but still, I forgot all about that guy. Do you guys remember Freakazoid?
Kind of. That might have been a little bit after my time.
Oh, do you know what? I think I have. Well, not seen it, but I've seen the clips or just something about it before. So 2003 to 2008. Science abuse. Oh, my God. Is that what that is? I'm assuming they just do...
That's just the name of the show.
Oh, okay. I'm assuming they just do random experiments and things of that nature.
Yeah.
That would be... I do miss kind of doing that stuff in school, though, dude. Like, lighting up, like, a beaker or starting a fire with the... oh, God. What is it called? I'm not even going to...
Oh, this is a British show.
Oh, then maybe I haven't seen... I feel like I've seen this. The emblem
You've
looks...
probably heard of it. Well,
Yeah.
you probably haven't seen it. That's like a lot of people haven't. I just found out a lot of Americans didn't really watch Top Gear. I was like, what are you talking about? That was one of the best shows ever.
Americans are dumb.
Well, that's a generalization that goes around. I don't necessarily think that's true.
No, I'm just talking.
We're not one of the richest countries in the world. And like there's a lot of educated people.
Yeah, no, I agree with that, of course.
So like that's just a stupid generalization because there are some dumb people, but any fucking country you go to, there's some dumb motherfuckers.
Yeah, no, there's stupid people everywhere. It has no boundaries. It can affect anybody. Do you know somebody that is affected by dumb?
Ours just happened to be portrayed at Trump rallies. So,
yeah, and then...
Speaking of that, my opponent actually had a rally today in the place where he almost got killed. I don't know. I guess he just didn't learn his lesson the first time. Not to say anything's going to happen, but this is why we don't need him a second time. And we need me. Someone who has not adjusted the camera, and it's really bright, but we're going to leave it that way.
It is very bright. I can see it from here. Jesus Christ. Please continue.
And while I don't even know what I was going to say because I need to fix that. That is annoying.
Yeah, dude, I can see like your teeth, like when you brushed them this morning. Your
Bling.
pearly whites.
Bling.
Bling, bling. Bling, bling.
Speaking of that, how many times a day do you brush your teeth?
Who, me?
Yes.
Typically, just in the morning.
So once a day?
Yeah, I used to do it twice a day when I was like, in middle school, high school kind of thing. But I typically just shower, get ready, do all my stuff in the morning, come home at night, relax, and then, fall asleep.
New question.
Sure.
How often do you change your toothbrush?
Oh, that's a good one. I don't know if there's like a real time for. I just know when to change it. Put it that way. Here it is.
What, roughly?
I would say I can use the same toothbrush for maybe 3 weeks.
That's actually lower than I thought you were going to say.
No. I mean, you could keep one for longer than that.
Let's put it this way.
Do you brush your teeth, Jared?
No, it's not me.
Oh.
I just.
Oh.
When the toothbrush starts to look like you ever been to a mechanic shop and seen a wire brush that's been used 1,000 times and the bristles are falling off and spread out?
Yeah, I never let mine get that bad.
Bro.
I never, no. So I typically change them right after, if I was sick, if I had like a sinus infection or whatever the case may be, I always switch them out after that. And then, I'd say maybe every 3 weeks or so. I mean, I keep it in a good sanitized area. I rinse it off. I mean, I take good care of it. When I was smaller, they still have them now, obviously, but they have the little pods that go around the tip.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's what it is, the tip.
Yeah.
But I've actually heard that that's not good for you because the bacteria builds up from the bristles.
Bacteria, mildew, all that. Because it's not allowed. It's not letting it to dry. And you shouldn't keep it in your bathroom either. Because when you flush the toilet, that water kind of get atomized and spread throughout.
Well, this is true. Oh, shit. I've been brushing my teeth with my own shit.
Actually, that was on
What the fuck?
They did that on Mythbusters, I think, a while ago. I think they confirmed that, that shit will get all over the place. So to reduce that, you got to put the toilet seat down when you flush it.
All right. Well, I typically do that.
No,
as well.
the whole thing, not just the fucking top part.
I close my lid all the time.
Okay, because you live with women, so that's
yeah.
why.
Well, I have nobody really uses my bathroom.
Oh.
My sister might use it from time to time, but it's essentially mine. But no matter where I'm at, if there's a lid for the toilet, I'm gonna put it back down. Not just like the seat, but the actual lid. I'm gonna put it back down like this. Proper etiquette.
Okay, so here's another question from the chat. Londa specifically.
Okay, what's up?
I already know the answer to this
Sure.
because I know you don't cook. But when you're cooking dinner, do you clean your chicken before you cook it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I think any type of, for the most part, well, vegetables, obviously, but certain meats. I mean, you don't have to do that with like beef or anything like that. But chicken, yeah, absolutely.
Some people would say you still have to do it with beef.
I don't know. I don't really ever see my mom doing it, man. And we eat a lot. We eat quite a bit of beef in the house. I mean, chicken and beef are like our two big proteins, other than eggs. I mean, every now and then, I can't remember, we do steak.
Typical.
Yeah, just normal stuff.
Probably the more healthier way to go.
But
fish.
Yeah, fish is good. My mom likes fish, but only certain types of fish. I think
I'm the same way. I'm only salmon, and I'll eat some tuna. I'll do tuna if it's like sushi, but it won't be. I'm not a big fan of like a grilled tuna steak.
Yeah,
I don't like the texture of seared on the outside and cooked and then not cooked. It's like pick one.
Yeah, it's weird, right? It's fucking weird. No, but I would say yeah with that, and then you got to make sure you clean your counters and then wipe your sink out and all that stuff. So I've made, even though it's just pizzas, just the whole sanitation aspect of it. I've always been
the what?
The sanitation.
The sanitation.
I was gonna lose what I was gonna say there for a second.
Hey,
so I just
you're at the wrong rally there, buddy.
MAGA! It's like, now, could you imagine?
Geez.
No. We're not doing that. I promise.
I do, as a presidential candidate, I do think it is essential that I express my condolences to the people that were harmed in the hurricane and are still dealing with that.
That sucks, dude.
Right now.
And you were talking.
There's a lot of rumors going around about FEMA not giving them enough money, and I'm not going to get into all that, but most of that is not true.
Okay.
Like when you see, they're only giving them $750. That's just what they can get immediately.
I gotcha.
They're gonna be there's other programs and there's more money that's gonna be coming. But like, if you need aid, like saw this one thing when this lady got her stuff pretty much ruined in Hurricane Ian a few years ago.
Yeah, and
she was saying that like once she applied for that $750. That she got that money within 6 hours into her account.
Really?
Yeah. So it's not like that's all they're giving them, but that's certain groups are pushing that narrative. Not true. And they're politicizing the situation.
Yeah, I hate when people.
Which
I
is
hate that shit.
Fucking bullshit.
I hate
it. Like
I can't stand
people are like. People got washed away, bro.
Yeah, no shit, dude. There was a woman. God, I can't even believe I'm telling this story, but she was talking on the news. It was like, I believe it was like CNN or something like this, and she watched her son get washed away and drowned to death, and then the news anchor was a woman and just started bursting into tears, and I had to change the channel, dude. Like I was like, whoa.
I watched. It was a clip of a guy. It was during like right at the store. I forgot where it was at. I want to say Georgia.
Yeah.
But it was a Fox News reporter, and he was reporting, and this lady is in the background screaming like she's stuck in her car, and the water's rising, and he's like, "Oh, calm down. We called help. But she was just like, I don't know. I couldn't hear what she was saying. I think she said she couldn't swim or something like that. The dude said, "Hey, we're gonna have to come back because I need to go see what I can do." Ended up, the cameraman kept rolling. Ended up, he had like rescued the lady and carried her back through the water, and then came back on. It was like a few hours later, like, yeah, when we last left you, you were trying to help this lady. He was like, yeah, it was a blah blah blah. She was screaming. I just did it. So it was seeing something like that was kind of cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, dude, there are still, and stuff like that really does warm my heart. Everyday society is kind of in shambles.
I'm hydrating.
Is kind of in shambles for the most part, but just somebody being a good Samaritan and putting their own life at risk to save someone else, and then going back to do his job is probably the definition of a true American badass. And then that gets big kudos points here on the Mad Scientist Lab. Just saying.
Man, it sucks that it takes something like that for for Americans. I don't want to say just Americans. I'd say pretty much any society in the world. It takes something tragic for people to realize, hey, can't really say that about certain places in the world right now.
Yeah.
But as an American, as in this country, it takes a tragedy for people to fucking say, you know what, we're all human,
Yeah.
and that's the only way we can see each other without all the bullshit.
Yeah, and I hate that too. It's just like, God forbid, dude, you know, when September 11th happened, dude, you know, I don't think America was more patriotic for that period of time. I mean, everybody was rallying.
Motherfucker was joining the military and shit.
Yeah, dude, like you're talking about
like you 2 seconds ago you were probably talking shit about the government. Now you're fucking like, I was already there. Like, so
No, but it's just like, I remember when like the sporting events, it's like when George Bush went out and threw the ball, you know, the first ballpark at Yankees Park, at Yankee Stadium, you know, it's just such a feel good like moment, and it does suck that tragedy has to occur in order for us to be like, you know what, you know, this is my brother and this is my sister, and, you know, these are, you know, this is me, you know, we are all the same, dude. And so it does suck, but kudos to that news anchor for saving that lady's life. That's super badass. I think that's awesome. Really, really awesome. Super cool.
Londa asked me, what are my plans when I become president?
Ooh.
And I still have yet to write down exactly my product, like my. You're laughing, but I haven't just sat down. I'm lazy when it comes to that shit. Like,
It's okay.
I just know, and I've probably voiced it enough times on this platform, that there are things that certain systems need to be reevaluated and updated, modernized, if you will. I believe the educational system needs to be modernized. I know states should have their own say in what public education is given, I should say. But there should also probably be a federal standard that states should have to meet.
Yeah.
Basically telling history accurately.
Of course.
And not...
Yeah, no, that's a big thing. A lot of shit is whitewashed around here, dude.
Not just around here. The entire... Like, I saw something today on Florida, how they're trying to... Basically, they have this thing in their history books where it says... Basically, it's saying... I'm paraphrasing. That a certain percentage, a small percentage of enslaved people were happy.
Oh yeah, that's
and compensated.
Yeah, that's horseshit.
But it's very small. If there were any, a very small amount of people.
Yeah, 1 of 1 or something like that. Like,
yeah.
Seriously.
So like just stuff like that, and then as a veteran and a believer in the Second Amendment,
I like the way you said that.
I will not touch any laws as far as gun rights. I don't think. Yes, there is issues with, and I've said it before. There's issues with all the different activities that have been going on with as far as firearms in this country.
Yeah.
But again, I don't think our healthcare system has been equipped in recent years to treat mental health.
Yeah.
Like, there should be more money put into these programs to help identify potential problem people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that aspect of healthcare should be probably a little more
Yeah, no,
financed.
and I know this is such a touchy subject when it comes to the possession of firearms getting into the hands of somebody who's obviously having a.
I think all drugs should be legalized.
Yeah, let's go, Jared.
No. He asked me, are you legalizing cocaine? I think all drugs should be legalized. I don't believe that let's put it this way, as long as I'm doing what I want to do, this is freedom. This is just bottom line freedom. I should be able to do whatever I want as a person, as long as I'm not hurting anyone else.
Yeah.
If I'm hurting myself, it is what it is. But again, drug addiction should be treated as a medical issue and not a criminal issue.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head with that.
So what they're doing is they're arresting people for having cocaine or using, and they're ending up in prisons. I mean, it's probably a little less now. I don't know the numbers, but they're putting these people in prisons with actual criminals, and then they ended up turned into a criminal. So when their time is up, they come out, and the only thing they know is how to go back to that same shit.
Yeah, that's a very good point, dude. That's an insanely good point, dude. What the fuck? Why is it like this?
I don't know.
It's kind of dumb.
Because I'm a fucking thinker.
I like thinking.
Some people, like, they just, this politician said this. And again, I'm not going to be one of those presidents that's like, I know better, I know best. No, that's why I hire a cabinet. I bring in people who are smarter than me to tell me, hey, this is what this is what this is. And no, they should not be other politicians just because they want to make it to the next step in the government. Like, no. I want to go out and and hire people. Like, they got to put in applications. Why do you think you deserve to be treasurer, United States treasurer, or why do you think you should be the head of education? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've been a principal for 30 years in this system and this blah, 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 and we implemented this and this and this. That's the type of shit I need to hear before
you give somebody a job.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck how much money you got, because it's not doing anything but keeping us in the same cycle of corporate and lobby fucking control.
Dude, you know what we're gonna get? We're gonna get an American flag and we're gonna hang it up behind you.
No, that's too far.
Yeah,
That's way too far.
If
we do get one, it's gonna be red, green, and black.
I know these colors.
Yep,
I know these colors.
Pan-African colors.
Yeah.
Or we could do black and white like the Outcast one.
Oh, I do like that one. Oh, that actually would be a pretty dope one. Who doesn't like fucking Outkast? I mean, seriously.
I don't like fucking Outkast. I mean, I don't know. Diddy may have at one point, but
you know what's crazy, bro? Is that guy is like apparently
that just went over your head.
No, I know what you said
because you said it.
Yeah, dude, isn't it crazy? So now I'm starting to see. I saw our good buddy Brent Hill. Shout out to Brent. He had posted something, and I don't know these things because I'm not smart like you are in this regard, but with other things, it's different. Apparently, the baby oil, it was being used to drug.
I said that like 3 weeks ago.
Well, I was probably drunk.
Oh, well, yeah, that probably explains it. Yeah, GHB.
So what does that, to reiterate, and sorry if you're repeating yourself.
It's like a roofie, but it's absorbed through the skin. That's why it was put into those bottles. I said, that's what I said. I was like, the FBI is not out here. I think it was when Christina and them were here.
Yes, that's
correct.
correct.
The FBI is not out here confiscating baby oil. Like, if it was straight up baby oil, they would have been like, okay, fine. He's just a fucking weird ass motherfucker.
With all these dildos in his house.
But if there's baby oil and then they test it, and then they realize there's other shit in this baby oil.
Yeah.
Then that's a reason to seize it.
Yeah. So, damn. So, do you think, so you said it's absorbed through your skin, obviously? Like, do you have to use like an insane amount, or?
I don't know.
Yeah, I just, I mean, I feel like you just
I
know
am the
this
wrong.
stuff.
No, I'm the wrong person to ask.
I'm not asking you to put on baby oil.
No,
Or-
no. It's not even that.
Hold on,
It's like,
pause.
why the fuck would I know? Like,
I don't know. You knew so much. I just figured you might know, like, hey, if you use like half the bottle, then that's when you pass out, and then they take your ass, that kind of thing.
I mean, I'm sure others.
Look on
I'm
your
sure
face.
other stuff is used. They're parties, so they're probably drinking. There's probably coke. There's probably all kinds of shit.
Damn, dude. And then I saw an article today that I read that Denzel Washington yelled at this man and almost like,
Oh, I saw that.
yeah.
I mean, I remember there was a few years, like it was a long time ago, but De Niro yelled at Jay-Z because he was trying to act like he was the guy, and Robert De Niro was like, "You think you run this town? You don't blah blah blah." Or I forgot. I don't remember exactly what words, but he told him about himself, and like, it got around.
Yeah, no, and
But that happens all the time.
I mean, it does. But it's just like any other.
And just because you keep seeing certain things,
I know it
in the
doesn't
news,
make it true or anything like-
you stop letting these clickbait fucking things get in your brain.
No, I only take this stuff with a grain of salt, dude.
Okay.
Unless I turn on
But
the.
you keep bringing up bullshit, and I know you just gave him a shout out, but first of all, he was too late with that post because we knew that. I said it on the show a while ago, and the other thing is, stop tagging me in bullshit. Not just you, him.
Come on, man. I like tagging. Some of the stuff I'm tagging you in
Some
is
of
cool.
the stuff is some of it, but some of that shit, when y'all think it's funny, it's like there's nothing funny about that.
I don't know if it's funny.
Y'all got a weird sense of humor.
Dude, that's my buddy.
Hold on. Let me see. If I like Top Boy? What I have a series recommendation for you. Gonna link it. Okay. What's the name of it? Okay, I don't know. Gonna DM. Oh, okay. He's gonna send it to my Instagram. I've probably seen him. Seen it already. Because there's this other show, Gangs of London. I really fucked with that one.
I do remember you talking about that.
Yeah, and Slow Horses is still my shit. Gary Oldman and some other people. I don't know who they are, but
Well, put it this way: is that on? I'm sure I know you
Apple
use
TV.
Apple TV.
I told you about this show plenty of times.
Okay, because I love Gary Oldman and because he's like just good at everything he does.
He's especially good in this.
Okay.
This is a role you've probably never seen him in.
And what is the name of it again? I'm so sorry. Dude.
Slow Horses.
Slow Horses. Okay. All right. Bet. I like that, and we like that.
You're not gonna remember it.
I will. I'll write it down when we. Well, not with this pencil. Or
I'm
anything.
telling you, man. British TV is the best.
Well, I'm glad. You know what? You know who also likes like kind of international foreign stuff is my mom. She loves that shit. Like every time.
British TV is it's not really. I mean, I guess it is foreign, but it's just once you learn the slang, they just do TV better. Shit, we wouldn't have The Office if it wasn't for them.
All right, I think that's a very fair argument, and it's a fair point. I mean, it's the truth.
Yeah, and a lot of people would argue. True fans of The Office would argue that the original was better.
I mean, Ricky Gervais is an insanely funny guy.
Yeah.
I like listening to that guy. That guy's funny.
Mhm.
If somebody says, "Hey, that guy's gonna talk," I'm gonna listen. And I don't know all the big names and stuff like you do, and but I know his name, and I know the few times I've seen him speak publicly, I'm like, "Oh, this guy's just a fucking
Jimmy
set."
Carr, right?
I have heard of that name. I would have to see him.
He's English. He always wears suits.
If I saw him, I think I would know.
He's short one-liners. Bro, he's fucking hilarious.
No.
And he's mean. Like that shit is like.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's
it's
what
like
I'm saying.
it's dark. It's that British sense of humor though.
Well, I also see, as I'm doom scrolling when I'm bored, I do see a lot of stand-up comic stuff now because the algorithm works in psychotic ways.
That's Jimmy Carr.
Yes, I know exactly who that is. Okay.
That dude, I've been watching him since I was a kid, bro. He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, the guy's 52. Well, he does look 52. I mean, no, his birthday's in September. Good for him. But what I was going to say is that some of the put it this way, did Matt Rife disappear? Like, I haven't heard about him since that
he's
craze.
still around.
Yeah.
I think he's on tour right now.
Okay. I just know
And I watch a lot of podcasts, so I've seen him on podcasts and stuff.
Do you like him?
Not really.
Yeah, I mean,
He's just not. He's not my style of comedy. Comedy. I've talked about it plenty of times. Comedy is subjective. So there's gonna be people you like, and there's gonna be people you don't like, because their point of view isn't a way that you think. I guess, if that makes sense.
Or maybe, well, it's not that they don't know how to articulate, but maybe put it.
No, they don't know how to articulate for their particular brand of comedy.
I see. All right. Well, that makes sense, obviously.
Yeah, and his is just not mine. And I'm not saying that it's a bad thing that he got famous for doing crowd work, but what I've heard, just people milling around, is that what happens when you buy tickets to his show, and then you get to the show and you're expecting what you see on TikTok, and you don't get that he's doing an actual set, then it's like, wait a minute, this isn't what I paid for.
I got you.
So it's like, oh, well, you're kind of like a charlatan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not hating on the guy. I'm just saying that's just what I've heard. And there's a few comics that have gotten famous recently just by, there's one that got called out. And again, I'm not knocking how he built his audience up. Basically, he was doing these sets in his like apartment in front of a background.
All right.
Recording it and putting a laugh track over it.
All right.
Now, it looks great because it looks like you're in these clubs all the time and you're
killing it. Yeah.
So that's what happens. And then you start building up, and then you start selling tickets, and then people get to your show, and it's like,
yeah, this motherfucker's lying like shit.
Like that joke wasn't funny. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I do applaud people, obviously yourself included, dude, that do have the courage to get up on stage and just attempt to do that, even if you know you bomb or whatever it is, because that's got to take a lot of guts. Because I'm telling you, if I went up on stage, I'd poop everywhere. Everybody would just watch me poop. I'd be so scared.
Yeah, I appreciate you looking at my picture the other night and then not even reacting to it, but that's great.
What do you mean?
On the story that I posted. I saw your face. I saw that you saw it.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
What story? Oh, when you were in town.
No.
Happy. Wait, which one? I can't remember. I honestly
Never mind. Don't worry about it.
I love you. That's why I watched it.
Okay.
I don't always react to everything. I feel it's weird if I react to everything.
No, you did. Never mind.
Then I'm a big reactor.
Anyway.
Sorry, I couldn't.
No, it's, I don't know. I the more I do it, they're like, it also depends on the room sometimes. I don't know. Like I did a set the other night. It was a room for other comedians, and there was barely anything, but I know those jokes work because I've done them places where there's actual audience and they laugh. But it's hard to make a comic laugh. It's got to be like really good.
Yeah, like on point type shit.
Yeah. And even that, like, it's just like, oh, the most you'll get, they won't laugh. The most you'll get is like, that was a well-written joke. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get the chuckles like you would from a person.
Yeah.
From a civilian, I should say. But when you bomb, like, it fucking sucks because it's like, damn, I got to get back out and get these fucking laughs because that's what we're there. Like, we're trying to.
Yeah.
I need these fucking laughs. You know what I'm saying? So
feed me
to prove that I'm not a fucking shit comic. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, when you don't get laughs, it's fucking kind of damaging to your ego.
If when your ego is damaged, because it happens to all of us.
And I guess my whole point with that, not to cut you off,
yeah, sure.
My whole point was like I'm starting to get used to just being up there. Like there's no.
That's a good thing though. Obviously,
there's still nervousness, but there's like no. Like people always say, "Oh, I could never do that." Like, yeah, you do it enough, just like anything else. You get numb to the negative feelings, and you're just like grasping for the positive feeling, the dopamine. Like when you tell a joke and motherfuckers blah, when you get that pop, bro, that dope was like, oh, I need another one. Got to keep writing. Got to get fucking better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how wrestlers must feel when they come out to their entrance music and the whole crowd goes wild.
Yeah, that's why they fucking they like it. It becomes
it's a natural high.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's fucking sick, dude. I mean, maybe one day in my illustrious career, podcasting career, if that's what I want to call that. It is.
Londa you should have been a journalist, bro. He said, what is my favorite moment of your stand-up performances?
Oh, that is.
I don't know yet. I don't think I have a favorite moment yet. My favorite moment what I would like to do, I actually wrote this down the other night and posted it on throughout my apartment. I want to sell out the Comedy Mothership as a headliner. Now that's a medium to large goal.
I think that's a pretty big goal.
Because first I have to become a headliner.
Okay.
Which means people are coming to clubs to see me. Which means I got to get to the point. I got to still go through the ranks of past. I got to get out of fucking being an open micer.
Yeah.
Then go to opener, then a feature.
Yeah.
Then
So just like one step. You know.
It's like ranks pretty much.
I saw something earlier today. There was like, if you do like 1% better every day for the entire year.
You saw something. You saw something today. Or you saw that today?
I knew it a long time ago. But I saw it today.
I wonder who said.
Look at me.
I wonder who said that. But go ahead. I'm gonna let you have your moment.
Yeah, sure. It's just stealing the spotlight. No, but if you do 1% better every day for 365 days, apparently, if you do the math correctly, you're 37 times better than you were a year ago. And I just thought that was pretty cool for somebody who's tried to make an effort doing various things the last couple of years. Like, it's October, dude, and I'm drinking.
So what?
Yeah. Don't worry. Come Monday, that'll change.
I don't know. I think Sober October is a little overrated at this point. It got blown up because
we did it.
Joe Rogan and all that shit.
It's because we did it.
No, it was because Joe Rogan, Tom Segura, and Bert Kreischer did it. But it's blown out of proportion at this point. Like, just like Not November. Like, if I'm gonna get some booty, then it's November, then I'm gonna fucking nut. I'm sorry.
Yeah, dude, get some ass. Yeah, dude.
No Diddy.
No Diddy. No Diddy.
It's sad we have to say that these days.
Dude, it's gonna be in the dictionary at some point. I promise.
No, it's not. No homo didn't get there.
But that's derogatory.
Well, yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah. But no Diddy means, hey, we're playing it safe. Isn't that crazy? Dude, what the fuck? Dude, the world is crazy. Cat Williams went somewhere, smoked God knows what, went on Shannon Sharp's podcast, and made 2024 like a psychotic year. What the fuck's happening? Seriously. It's all started there. It's like the origin point.
It didn't start there.
It's the origin point.
It didn't start there. The FBI was already looking into that shit.
Well, and I
guarantee they built that case because they have their case. That motherfucker is going to jail. Like, when I was listening to a lawyer he was like a prosecutor or whatever, and he was talking about how federal cases work. He was like, if they have arrested your ass, they already built the case that they're gonna you're going to jail because they already have all the evidence, all the witnesses, everything they need to get your ass.
Yeah.
And they did it exactly how they did. They started building the case. Then that's in March. That's when they raided him.
Yeah,
raided both of his houses simultaneously. Yeah. So there was no running, no fucking none of this shit. Like, I was like, oh no, we're gonna have to bust these. We're gonna coordinate this shit. We're going in at the same fucking time.
Yeah,
and got even more evidence.
Yeah.
They sifted through the evidence. It was like, oh, well, we got enough to convict.
Yeah.
And that's how federal cases work.
So let me ask you this, and I might sound like a complete and utter fucking dumbass, maybe a little more than I normally do. But, obviously they raided his houses then, but he was only arrested a couple weeks ago. Why didn't they just kind of hem him up back when they raided his house?
Because I just told you. Bro, were you not listening?
I was listening to you. I was. I literally
because they had to sift through the evidence.
Oh, okay. That's right. Okay, sorry. My apologies.
Jesus.
I'm listening.
This is why this guy's not my running mate. because I need people who listen.
You'd get the most votes ever. If
And
I was
and the person that I chose is also a veteran.
and God bless him.
Yeah.
So since we are kind of talking about politics, I'm not even going to go super into it, but I did watch a good portion of the vice presidential debate, and I just thought it was a lot better than just in general.
I didn't see none of that shit.
I just thought it was more.
Because first of all, vice presidents don't do shit, so it was a pointless debate.
I understand that, but it was just
They're there
more,
just they're there just in case the president is
yeah, sing pow, that kind of thing. No, I just thought it was more just I don't know, structured and stuff like that. But that's all I wanted to kind of touch base on there. But do you know what I realized that I've never done is I've never played Final Fantasy 1 through 6. Never played.
Oh my god.
What? So what I did, they came out with the digital pixelated remastered versions of 1 through 6. The cool thing is all 6 games come with their separate achievement lists. All right? Separate. So 6 separate lists that I can complete. And I'm playing through Final Fantasy 1 right now. I understand where Pokemon music comes from. Put it that way. Game was made in 1987, before I was even born. So it's really cool to go back and revisit that kind of history in the world of gaming.
I get it. I don't care about
I was waiting for
this
it.
shit,
I was
though,
trying to go as
dude.
long as I possibly could.
And then you just talked over.
I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Are you a Final Fantasy person, Jared?
Nope.
You should.
I think it's dumb.
Ah.
I told you I don't fuck with elves like that. Only time I really started fucking with elves was Rings of Power.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, dude, did you watch the season finale?
Of course I did. And I'm fucking ready for season 3.
Was it not fucking cool, dude?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah.
I just like how
You should've seen
I
me.
just like how they, because here was my, and I didn't read the books, so don't fucking come at me, you fucking goddamn purist. I didn't like how the movies never really explained where the rings came from. It was like, why are there these rings for men? Why are there these rings for dwarves? Why are there rings for elves? And then and there's the one which everybody wants. But it didn't make any sense. It's like, okay, who cares about these fucking rings?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's why I'm looking forward to season 3, because it's going to further explain the process of what happened. Like, how did the men ring holders become like those wraith things or whatever?
Yeah, the ones that Frodo can see when he puts the ring on. Like, yeah. You know what? I think that is explained to, like, so they're dead, but they're in a purgatory like kind of place, I think.
Something like it's the unseen world.
But the one thing that I was kind of feeling the whole time, and I'm sure you were, and I don't think it takes a rocket science.
Morford Clark.
Well, just to know.
Morford Clark.
Yes.
I was feeling her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's hot.
Yeah, she is pretty hot. But who the stranger was, and I had.
I knew who he was the whole time.
Yeah, but him just saying.
Hey, pretty much the fact that once we knew who Sauron was, like, we knew that old man was gonna be him.
Yeah. And it was cool, but just the moment in general, it was still really cool to watch. And I was like, yes, I am smart.
It was cool how he got his name, though.
Yeah, it's fucking dope, right?
What they call him, Grand Elf?
Yeah.
And it turned. How did he get Gandalf? Maybe that's Elvish or Eastern.
Yeah.
He's an Easternling. So maybe that's how he got it.
And it's almost.
How did he come from fucking space, though?
It's a part of it. Well, he's a wizard. So, like, his.
Well, no shit.
Well, yeah. Well, there are. I think Sauron is the same. They're just like internal beings that are created every thousands of years that have powers. Like he literally.
Well, they come from the. Well, there's the one. Whoever the one being is that like, and then the Velmar. They're like, it's like 7. Those are like the assistants to the god, like the one god.
Yeah.
And then they are the ones who created Middle Earth and all that stuff. It's still some missing stuff for me, and maybe I do need to go read the books, but I don't. I'm gonna end up being like a scholar on Tolkien.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in being that.
Well, no, I mean, dude, the stuff is fascinating. I mean, getting into the super details, like like you say, the purists.
Yeah.
Because I know certain things, like obviously we're big Star Wars guys, so certain things we're always going to be like super like tingy about. But the Lord of the Rings, the way it was introduced to me was obviously through the films. That's when I kind of got into the books, read a little bit of them, just a little bit of them. And then, I've learned more from there. And, but I think it's cool. I know some of the stuff is not canon. But I like how they constructed the series to show us how the rings were made, kind of the uprising of Sauron and the birth of a very famous wizard.
That Tom, the guy who Gandalf was talking to, or the stranger was talking to in that house.
Yeah.
Apparently, he had been a like reoccurring kind of character throughout the books.
Yeah.
It was cool to have them like he's not even like a part of the story. He's just a part of. He's like this being that kind of moves the story along. And like I don't know if you saw the one where that lady was singing, and then Gandalf comes in the room and he's like, "Who the hell is here?"
Yeah.
That's supposed to be from like Screen Crush. They said according to the writings, that's probably his wife. Who, again, she's just like this being that's just there and just kind of helps move the story along. And that was cool to see that piece in there. I like Screen Crush. I know I always talk about new rock stars, but Screen Crush, they have. I feel like they're a little more detailed when it comes to certain stuff. Plus, stop doing that.
But grabbing my balls.
Yeah,
Bitch.
I forgot you used to do that, and now you're doing it again. It's
Sorry.
so weird.
I don't mean to. Here.
Now I'm definitely never sitting in that spot. Yeah, anybody out there like I'm sitting there trying to say something and like
My balls itch. I'm sorry. They do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm sorry that you had
so
to
much
say
for my profound thought that I had, this stream of thought that I had going.
Yeah, we were
on
really going, and then I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. From now on, I'm going to keep my hands in my pockets. Actually, I'm not doing that. That would be weird.
Look, man, I ain't falling for no banana in my tan pack.
Dude, that's such a great quote, dude. I swear to God. Oh, my God. Dude. Well, I will say this, that I encourage anybody who's not a fan to just check it out. Again, I was just like Jared, not into elves or dwarves or any of that shit that I watched.
Dwarves are not bad. Actually, I think they're probably my favorite. And out of
What, like the
out of the Rings shit.
The lore of what is the word we're looking for? Populous? No, not populous.
Universe, I guess.
Cultures, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, doesn't matter. But please check it out. And now we're gonna have to wait probably till 2027 for season 3.
Yeah, I don't know if you've been watching it on Amazon. You've been watching. Did you see there's like an after show part? Right? Have you seen that?
No, I haven't. I have seen it, but I haven't actually watched it.
No. If you watch the episode, it'll switch. It'll go over to it automatically, and it'll after each episode they'll talk to like somebody like cast or crew member of the show.
No, actually, I have not viewed that. Dude.
It was some cool, bro. Like this is a full blown movie set. Like it's not, even though it's broken up into episodes.
Yeah,
they're doing they're spending a lot of money on this.
Well, you can tell. I mean, with the fire, the fire and shadow monster from the original movie made his reappearance in the season finale. Sorry, spoiler alert.
He didn't reappear. He appeared for the first time.
Yeah, well,
technically,
and it's just super cool. And you could just tell when what's his face came up with his mithril axe and just dived in to try to stop him. And it's just like, oh my God, this is fucking epic, dude.
Yeah, it was that. I was very impressed.
So, I mean, definitely, I enjoyed season 1. I know some people didn't like it, but season 2 definitely knocked it out.
Season 1 was fire.
Yeah, dude. Some people don't like it.
It's a little slow. See, that's the thing. People always need that quick adrenaline. If you want a quick fucking dopamine hit, go to fucking TikTok.
Yeah.
Like, if you want quality film and cinematic, whatever you want to call it, you got to build the story somehow. You have to tell the story. So like, and if you don't have the attention span to get past a couple episodes, then you don't deserve to be commenting on none of this shit.
No, I agree. The stories are always, there's always going to be a beginning. Obviously.
Like people would say with the act like, oh, I couldn't finish it. I couldn't get past the first 2 episodes. Okay. But now you're creating an entire opinion with incomplete information.
Yeah.
And that's not that's not critically thinking. That's just fucking coming to an assumption.
Yeah, taking a ride in the ambulance.
I don't know about all that.
Well, sorry. I
Well,
mean,
acting like suck. It didn't suck. Wasn't great. Wasn't good. It was okay.
yeah. Yeah, no, and for the most part, I
and
agree
we've
with that.
talked about it ad nauseum. Like, some of the writing wasn't great. Some of the acting wasn't great. The choreography, the fight scenes were fire.
Yeah,
and
yeah. Some of the
I don't
lore-
want to call it CGI, but the special effects were pretty fire in that too.
I like that. I like that a lot. I love you.
Okay, love you too.
All right. He said it live on air. But make sure you catch us anywhere you get your podcast.
I only said it because we're on there.
Oh, okay. Well, that's true. He was. Wow, he's not going to say it in the car. He's going to be like,
I
Druv.
get it. I don't care about this shit though, dude.
You know where to find us. Weekly. You know the time. You know the dates.
You know where to find the merch. The merch is in the.
Get behind the biggest campaign.
Shout out to Shane for purchasing a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
It should be on its way.
Shane's sweatshirt. I like that. I like that a lot.
Huh?
I don't know. I'm just
Being
kind of
weird.
talking. Yeah.
Okay,
Like
gotcha.
I normally do. But you know the time. You know the place. You know the dates. You know who we are. Make sure you do the American thing. Get behind us. Get behind it. Jared Leigh, 2024. And we will see you guys next
Wait,
week.
who told you to do what? What are you doing?
I didn't. I don't know.
I guess. Okay.
No. Here,
Well,
let's
you
see.
already said it.
No. Stop.
Apparently, we don't have nothing else to do.
Well, no, we do. I just
I
didn't.
thought you had something to say.
No, I actually always have a lot to say, and sometimes it doesn't make any sense.
Oh yeah, we know
And
that.
it's pretty.
The same reason you thought because you had more water in it.
Dude, I'm telling you, the reason it wasn't boiled.
That's a very small variable. Yes, it did have something to do with it, but the reason the water boiled is
I almost
because
called you when I was doing
the
this.
reason the water boiled is because it got to the temperature that it was. And again, yes, there was more water in it than you probably normally put, so it took a little longer for the entire thing to get to that point.
All right.
But the reason the water boiled is not because there was more in there. Or less
I swear to God, I almost called you. I was like, Jared, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And I did. You know, I made my noodles. I was happy.
Again, you're still not reading your comments, apparently.
I've barely been streaming the last couple of days.
But apparently, people have been, even though you've only been barely streaming, they've been there.
Well, I was playing Metal Gear Solid 2 last night, just for a little bit.
I don't care what you're doing. Read your fucking comments.
I'm going to read my comments later tonight when I stream Final Fantasy 1.
Why don't you, how are you reading your comments? So let's put it that way.
Well, the thing is that with certain games,
And if you tell me you're using your phone, of course you're never going to see it because it's too small. While you're trying to play and you're trying to see your phone at the same time, that's crazy.
No. Because the way my TV and the way I sit and everything. So my TV is like this far from me. Okay. So I basically prop my phone up like this.
I told you, no, you can't do that.
And I can see it. But the thing is, with certain games, if I'm getting collectibles or need a guide, I use my phone. And so
That's
I know
what I'm trying to say. You have a computer. Pull up the fucking browser, just like I have right now. Pull the browser up,
You
and
want
you
me to
can
do
see the shit.
I gotta get. Oh, I do have a little table. I just gotta move the mini fridge to the side a little bit. I think it'll fit.
Bro, you act like a laptop is a fucking huge goddamn thing.
No, it's not. I'm just saying. Typically, one of the reasons I don't read my chat, and it's not to not read it.
You've probably never even been to your creator dashboard on Twitch, have you?
I have. I mean, that's how I.
Not on your phone. I'm talking about on the.
Oh, you mean on my actual laptop?
Yeah.
No.
So you probably have nothing set up.
You know what? We're I'm gonna do this today. No, not
No,
today.
you're
Well,
not.
well, I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah, sure.
I will because why
If
not?
RJ does not read his comment, he has to buy me a burger when I'm in DC. Uh-oh.
All right. I think that's fair. And there's a lot of good burger spots too. Ooh, man, damn. Now that puts pressure. You know where we're gonna take you though? You're going to Mike's because everybody goes to Mike's. You'll enjoy the food there. Ask Epic. I watched him inhale his food like a big caveman. It was kind of crazy.
He's not that big.
I know, but he was like, "Oh, here, I like this," and I was like, "Yeah, it looks good." And then I turned around, I was like, "Where the fuck did it go?"
Oh, Londa, you missed last week. Epic was actually here in studio with Ghost Chips.
yeah, we got the really cool hammer as a as a late birthday gift to myself, and it's so cool, man. I really really like it. There is a lot of thought and effort put into this, and it was just very very nice, and I appreciate it tenfold. Tenfold is the word I'm looking for, because 10 toes down. You know what I mean?
Oh, I did watch what's it called? The Killer's Game with Dave Batista.
I saw the trailer. It did not look appealing to me.
It's not.
Yeah,
I look. I even said this when I was watching it to someone last night. I was like, the first 20 minutes, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, then it started getting slightly better. I liked how it's filmed. I just didn't really like it.
that's okay. I mean, and I have nothing against Batista.
I just think his acting is not the greatest.
Look, if he's not Drax, that's it.
That's who when he acts, that's who he is.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, he's always saying he wants to become a better actor, but it's like, bro, you still sound like Drax. Still like.
Well, here, let's give him a chance and maybe get another film or two, possibly.
He's been in a bunch.
I know. I think
this is his first where he's like the star, or the lead.
Oh, that was like the first time I saw the Marine. Don't watch that shit, dude.
No,
They like power bombed him through a table in the first like 5 minutes. I was like, oh my god, what is this?
He's still a fucking shitty actor.
I'm not saying that he isn't.
He was decent in Ricky Stenicki.
Oh, I also liked him in South Paul Regional Wrestling. It's like a YouTube series where
That's not a film.
I know, but it's a really cool. I think you'd actually like it.
No, I wouldn't.
It's pretty funny.
Nope.
Lance Catamaran.
Nope. Not if it has anything to do with wrestling. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, this is true. I also know this.
Yeah,
but I don't know. It's so quirky. I like it. Or quirky.
Oh, you did? Oh, well. Well, I mean, check your notifications, sir. Oh, wait. We didn't do it early. We did it Saturday last week.
Yeah, we did it at the same time.
Yeah.
Where there's always going to be a little bit of a gray area for us setting up and getting things, together.
Yeah, I had to repair because Epic fucking destroyed the shit last week. I had to repair.
Jared's like blowing God only knows what adhesive spray. He probably
is that what you smell did you smell it when you came down?
Well, I thought my house. I thought there was like a gas leak somewhere, dude. I was like, well, this is gonna be the last show we ever do.
Spray adhesive has a very pungent fucking smell.
Yeah, I was like, the fuck is that?
And it's Loctite too. So that's why I was surprised that it came off. I mean, it is kind of old now.
Well, one day when we get the bigger studio, I want
to upgrade these tiles, but the ones that I saw on TikTok, they were kind of expensive. The white ones, not the black ones.
I got you. Yeah, I was gonna say this stuff. It still looks relative, but if you have something like an upgrade terms, then yeah. I want to upgrade. It's always time to upgrade.
I'm thinking like some wood paneling type of thing, like strips of wood paneling.
Wood would be cool, and maybe we'd be actually
keep everything else.
I think we'd be able to hang more stuff with wood, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Instead of using these push pins in this, whatever material this is, I guess. Is it like a foam?
It was cheap material. Hey, you don't have to tell everybody.
Well, I didn't mean to. We are professional here on the Mad Scientist.
And I've been meaning. I found some white duct tape at CVS.
It's like, don't tell them about the foam.
I was gonna tape the creases so you couldn't really see the creases.
That's all right. I don't think people mind too much.
No.
Now that you say that, I'm staring at it behind me. What the fuck?
Yeah, I see it too.
Jesus. Yeah,
I've been seeing it for a while. Yeah, I think wood paneling would be pretty dope back there.
Should we upgrade our wood? I think we should.
Yeah.
Big wood. Big.
Maybe I'll send you the link and maybe you can get it.
I'm cool with that. I just need to get paid again because, reasons. I hate the idea of just like, hey, work for a living and then give it all away.
We'll see it this month because Epic went wild last week. Maybe we'll put that toward upgrading the back panels.
Yeah, and you're always so fun to be around, dude. Thanks for coming out, and I'm glad you guys got home safe. I hope Ghost Chips had a great time, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys on the next visit. And me and Jared also have enough Kesslers to last us a good little while.
One bottle?
No, there's 5 more upstairs.
Oh my god!
Yeah, dude. So, you weren't here when he brought it in the house. So yeah, we have a whole case of liquor.
I haven't had Kessler's in a minute.
Yeah, I know it's been a while for me too. Been since May, believe it or not. So I am here. Put it this way, you're gonna come over for Thanksgiving, and then we're gonna have a glass.
But why am I coming over on Thanksgiving? How you know I don't have plans for Thanksgiving?
Well, I'm just making assumptions because that's what I do.
Well, first of all, as President of the United States of America, there will be no more assuming. There will only be logical and factual decisions made. The right people will be put in the right place. I will, in an attempt to drain the swamp, as people say, I'll tell you this. I want to get rid of lobbyists.
Yeah, fuck them.
I know it. I know someone.
Sorry.
I'll tell you why. It's kind of a personal thing, or on a personal level.
I like this.
But I know someone who's a lobbyist. And listening to them talk about another subject so I'll use the word passionately.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to name the subject. But it was just like, oh, if this person thinks like this very narrow place in a different area.
Yeah.
Imagine the people who are in the area that are pushing our policies as far as certain countries throughout the world. Am I kind of
No.
Am I vaguely saying what I'm saying?
I think I know what you're getting at. Yeah,
because there's one.
I'm a very optimistic.
There's
guy.
one lobby group that is very influential in Washington D.C.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. It's just not good. As far as human beings go, and yes, it's about just America. But we're not the only ones that live in this world. We have neighbors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We have to go out and we have to coexist with other people.
Yeah.
This brings me to last night. I was leaving the gym.
Oh, swell jetted, yeah.
And so there's a turn down in Woodbridge where one lane is no turn on red. The other one is turn on red. So I come to the light. I'm in front. I'm at the line where the light's red. I stop. Another car comes, and I can see that he's going to try to he's on the other lane. He's going to try to go around the corner on red. So as I'm trying to look forward, I can't see if there's any traffic coming. So I wait till this guy finishes what he's doing, and then another car's coming. So I'm like, well, fuck.
Yeah.
Then this motherfucker behind me starts honking at me.
Yeah. Fucking
Like
ass.
hard, not a beep, beep, like type shit. And then I'm like, fuck you want me to do? There's fucking cars coming.
Yeah, dude.
So then this person proceeds to go around, and as I'm going, basically comes and it doesn't stay in the other lane, comes in front of me. So I have to brake, and I almost hit this motherfucker. If I was like just about it, I would have just kept going, and I would have hit him.
Yeah.
So I just backed off of it. And so then there's another light right above that. Once you get to the straight part where we had to stop. Now, mind you, my windows are already down. All I did was pull over into the next lane because I didn't want to be behind somebody. I just wanted to be in an open lane so I could do my thing. This motherfucker turns over, rolls his windows down, and fucking like, what? I'm like, what's wrong with you? And he's like, what the fuck you mean, what's wrong with me? Oh, fuck, nigga, this is blah, 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 blah. You saw blah, blah. I was like, bro, you almost hit me. Well, how was there traffic how could I almost hit you? when this, that, and whatever his fucking, I don't remember what the fuck he was saying, but I'm like, why are you mad at me for following the rules of the road?
Yeah, dude, people suck, bro. And I know exactly what you're talking about. Dude, when somebody pulls up in front of you to where you can't see oncoming traffic.
I think that, I'm going to let you finish.
Yeah.
But the thing that got me was like, then he was like, don't be pulling up on me. I'm like, I didn't pull up on you, bro. Like, my windows were already down. I just happened to look to see, and then you rolled your window down, and I'm like, what's wrong? Like, he thought he was going to try to intimidate me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, bro, you almost cut me off. No, I didn't cut you off. I'm like, what the fuck? Whatever. So, I'm like, the light turns green. There's a cop up ahead, and I'm like, I hope this motherfucker gets fucking caught. But he ended up going the opposite direction on the freeway, highway, whatever you want to call it. But I was just thinking the whole time after that, I'm like, what the fuck did I, like, I'm just here existing, bro. Like,
Yeah, no, dude.
Are you, like, you mad at your girl? Like, are you in a rush?
Obviously having a bad day.
Yeah, I'm like, and I'm just like, I just came from the gym. I'm like, first of all, my gi with my brown belt is on my seat. So it's like, you want to come over here and cause some problems.
Was this an old guy, a younger guy?
He was maybe young. He was probably 30s, 40s. I don't know. He was bald, so I couldn't fucking tell. He wore glasses. Maybe he was mad because he's bald and wearing glasses.
Yeah,
and driving a fucking Maxima with a CVT transmission is going to break on him in a week.
Oh, you know what's crazy? I know a lot about CVT transmissions. They do break often. Shout out to the lane.
So, like, I was just like, bro, like, what's your issue, bro? And I'm like, he was yelling, and I'm like, all right, bro. And then the light changed, and I just fucking take off. But I was just like, bro, what the fuck?
Motherfuckers, dude. No, but, dude, people suck ass when it comes to driving, especially in this area.
And it's really bad. Like, I got honked at twice last night. The next one was a fucking Domino's driver. I'm trying to turn around the fucking on a car. Same thing.
That man's working
I'm at
for
a
a tip.
stoplight where the light is red. I have to stop. There's fucking, if you're on a fucking heavy thing of traffic, it's night. You can't tell what lane the fucking the cars are in.
Yeah, no, depending on the angle you're sitting
Yeah.
at. Yeah, no, you got to be cautious.
So
dude.
I'm like, I'm waiting to make sure that there's no traffic.
Yeah.
So I fucking, this motherfucker behind me starts honking his fucking horn. And it turns out when I get around the corner, he goes past me. He's a fucking Domino's driver.
Yeah, motherfucker's trying to get
And I'm
that
about
delivery
to,
done.
I'm about to, no, he was going back to the restaurant. Because you know how I know?
Yeah.
Because I fucking followed his ass.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna confront him. I was this close.
Yeah.
But I went to pull over.
As Jared attempts murder here on
No,
the show.
no.
I'm just joking.
I went to pull over into the far lane, and then I was like, I feel like this guy's going down to this Domino's right down the street. So I go back over, and I go down. Sure and behold, he goes in there. Pulls in, and I fucking go in the back, and I see him, and I'm like, somebody behind me. I'm not going to hold up traffic right now. So I'm looking, and I'm like, I really thought about, I was like, because that was twice in one night.
Yeah.
That motherfuckers honking at me. I'm like, what the fuck is going on a Friday night that everybody's in a fucking rush?
Yeah,
Like,
ain't nothing going on.
It's 10
You old
o'clock.
now. Yeah,
It's
you're
10
old
o'clock
now.
at night. What the fuck are you doing? Like, I don't get it. Like,
Yeah, there's no reason to honk at 10 at night.
the work week's over. Yeah, there's no reason to honk at 10 o'clock at night.
There's no cars on the road.
Yeah, it's like, no, there was a lot of cars.
Oh,
That's,
really?
That's the thing.
So I was last weekend when I was driving to go watch the football game. I'm going down Fairfax County Parkway. I'm in the left lane. You know, I'm just cruising. You know, and you know the exit ramp from kind of the lower portion of the mall comes up and meets right there. And so I see this lady coming up, and I've got good space between her and me and everything. So I'm just looking at her in my mirror. And she just continuously proceeds to get ever so fucking closer to me to where I had to literally fucking jerk my wheel and honk the horn. And she was like, oh, there's just this one car here. She was not paying it. Dude, she was literally about to just whack. I was about to fishtail, dude. Like, literally, dude. Not paying attention. First of all, it's 12:30 in the afternoon.
That's different. I get it.
I'm just saying, drivers suck, dude.
Yeah,
People,
well, no, they do. But it was just like, what is, I don't know. I swear, and I said this ever since I've been back on the road recently, motherfuckers driving has gotten worse.
Yeah, dude. That's God bless that I have a very short commute to work.
Yeah, good thing I don't have to drive anywhere unless I'm going to the gym or a fucking
I can't
store.
And I've always viewed driving as a privilege and a responsibility. Like it's
Well, I mean, that's how it's viewed in the eyes of the law too.
I mean, but that's good. Yeah, well, because that's how I feel.
I can tell you firsthand.
Yeah, well, I understand that. But it's just like I've never been in a scenario to where the only time I've ever had to honk my horn at somebody is I feel like if somebody's gonna fucking hit me, dude.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
I don't.
What's the point? Even put it this way.
Sometimes I'll hit a beep. Like if I see somebody with like no turn signals, like, come on, man. Why you change? First of all, how the fuck you gonna go from this lane all the way over to the third lane, no signal, and not stopping in the lane between?
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous, dude.
You're gonna hit somebody.
You're asking for it.
Yeah.
I swear to God, dude. I am such a. I don't know what the word I'm going to try to use is, but dude, I try to know like where I'm going, and I will stay in that lane the whole way there. It's like if I know like 3 miles up the road, I got to make a right. I'll just stay in the right lane.
Well,
dude.
yeah, I mean that's experience driving.
Yeah.
Like,
No reason for
I know
me
I have
to
to.
do the
I have to.
whole-
I know I have to make a left lane, like a left turn, at least. I don't know, maybe a mile before I'm gonna get. I mean, it depends. Depends on where you're at and how fast you're going. But yeah, there's people going fucking slow, and I'll go around them
Yeah.
because I'm probably going much faster than,
Well, with
than I'm
the
supposed to
the
be
type
going.
of vehicle that you have,
Yeah.
I mean, compared to mine, it's understandable.
Yeah.
I mean, I treat my car as what for what it is. I
Yeah.
don't dog it, or I don't even like taking it long distances now that it's gotten older. I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine, but I just don't. But no, with the style of car you have, driving is a technique you learn, and you know your level of awareness, and that's the big thing, dude. I remember getting your permit and your license when you were younger was like the fucking shit, dude. It's like, I got my L's. It's like, don't lose these, because I've unfortunately lost mine before. And then you become handicapped and all this other shit, and it sucks. But you gotta if you have somewhere to be, leave 10 minutes earlier. Put it that way. Like, you should not. And I know that's easier said than done. I'm a huge hypocrite when it comes to the kind of stuff like that as well. But there's no reason to, unless you're about to get hit or something is seriously wrong, you should not be honking at people, giving them the finger, like, yeah, my baby mama left
Oh no,
me.
I give them the finger if they honk at me. Like that Domino's pizza guy. Like I stood my ground and again.
Jared's about to knock out the pizza.
My
man.
fucking windows were down
Plot
already. Because I ride around with my window. I like the outside and being in the car. It's like I'm a car guy, so
Yeah.
like it's part of the car experience.
Yeah.
And so like this motherfucker's honking, and he honked hard the first time. Then there's still cars coming, and then he honked hard again, and I'm like, bro, I just gave him the finger. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
fuck off. And then he stopped, and then he fucking went past, because I don't know, maybe these people were just having bad days or whatever, bro, but like, I ain't your problem.
Yeah, dude. I don't think.
And you don't want this problem.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This
Because I might have my
yeah.
Blicky with me.
We call it the Draco around here.
That's my slogan right there. I might have my Blicky with me.
Yeah, there you go, Jared Leigh, 2024. But no, it actually reminds me of a time I was actually coming over the George, from Maryland over the bridge, and I was with a good childhood friend. She was this was my very first car, so we're riding around. I can't remember what we were doing. I think I picked her up from somewhere. We're coming back into Virginia, and something happened. It was probably maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. There's nobody really on the bridge, but there was a guy that I think I accidentally almost cut off because I didn't see him, and I swung back over, and I was like, "Oh shit, my bad." And this is this older black guy. He just like turns around, like he's driving straight, and he's just staring at me the whole time, like it's crazy. And then it looks like he's reaching for something, right? And I'm like, "Oh my god, if this guy's gonna try to fucking shoot me on the bridge." That's kind of wild because, one, it was clearly unintentional. I did not mean to obviously put anybody in harm's way. But I'll never forget that. And she was like, "Yo, is he going to fucking shoot us?" And I was like, "It looks like it." Like,
Might be possible.
And then, he just kept going, and I was like, yo, my bad, and he just kept driving. But I remember he was staring at me with his hand in his back seat like he was about to pull out some just massive fucking shotgun.
I've done that before.
Well, he also might have been just trying to scare the shit out of us,
Oh,
too. Yeah,
I've done that too scared because I like riding my windows down. I was coming home from work one day. I didn't have my shit with me, but I don't know what happened. Like the guy, his chick was driving, and there was kids in the back seat. And I'm not gonna say what ethnicity they were, but you can probably imagine if.
Sure.
Yeah, we're not all like that. So he's in the passenger seat, and I forgot what happened. No, he was driving. And there's kids in the back seat, and then she's in the passenger seat. And I'm like, I forgot what happened. I don't know if I was trying to get up, and he was trying to maybe get into the lane that I was in. I was in traffic. It's like, what the fuck? Whatever. I don't even remember what happened. But this motherfucker started screaming out his window, yelling at me, and tried to spit.
Tried to spit on you.
Tried to spit on my car, like in my car.
Oh, yeah, nah, dude. That's when you should have gone full, commando on his ass.
So then I'm like, okay, this is different. So I just roll the window up, and I'm letting him fucking do his little fucking, he spits again. So then I fucking reach over to the glove compartment and open it like I'm about to pull some shit out.
Yeah.
And then his wife was like, or a girl was trying to tell him to chill. And then once he saw me reaching, he was like, whoop, and then fucking just went forward.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
It's like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah, dude, you don't know who you're fucking with. Do you know?
Yeah.
Dude, you know what one of my favorite movie quotes ever is? Like, seriously. And I hope one day I can maybe be this badass. Is from Gran Torino, dude. When basically Clint Eastwood gets out of the truck in the hood where the group of kids are harassing the young man. He was like, "Yeah, there's gonna come a day where there's somebody you shouldn't fuck with." And then he just pulled his gun out and he said, he was like, and that's me. And I was just like, is this not the most fucking badass thing ever? And those guys were like, yo, chill, old man. But I just, shit like that, dude, you don't know who, dude.
Well, that was the thing with the guy last night. Like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have went up to him. I didn't really go up to him. I was just happened to be in the lane. And he was like, don't be pulling up on me. I'm like, I'm not pulling up on you. I was having a great night.
Yeah.
I just finished doing jujitsu. I'm listening to my music with the windows down, and I'm fucking driving in my fun to drive car.
Yeah.
And then you want to fucking be out here honking your fucking horn at me and shit. So I'm just like, and then cut me running and almost hit me. Like if I didn't stop, you would have hit me, or I would have hit you, whatever. Because it would have been one of those this type of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what's wrong with you?
It does.
Then he fucking slipped, and then you could tell there's just like, does he have a gun? Does he have a gun? I don't know if this man has. He might have a gun. Like, I'm gonna let him talk his shit. That was my point of view. Like, I'm gonna let him talk his shit, and I'm gonna remain calm because I'm not the aggressor in this situation.
Yeah, of course.
I'm just like trying to figure out what's going on. Like, you almost caused an accident, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
I do remember this one time when I was younger that it was a family thing. My dad was still around, and we're driving home, and we're going at basically Route 1. Not too far from the local shopping plaza. And something happened, and my mom actually turned around and flicked somebody off. And I remember my dad saying, "Hey," he like kind of whacked my mom's hand. He was like, "Don't do that." He was like, "You don't know if that motherfucker has a gun."
Yeah.
In
Virginia, it's different.
That's
what I was trying to tell them motherfuckers in Alabama. They were like, yeah, we got guns down here. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm in Virginia.
Yeah.
Our laws are pretty much the same as y'all. Like, just because you think you're in the deeper South does not mean that motherfuckers be packing around here.
I know. That's why, that's why you can't go around just, honking at people.
And don't fuck around in Texas.
Oh, yeah, I would never.
Everybody has a gun in Texas. At least here, it's kind of regulated.
Your grandmother has a gun in Texas.
Because some people are like, their political views won't allow them, or fucking, or they just can't. They shouldn't, like, but there's a lot of people with concealed weapons license that you probably shouldn't just be fucking with.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way, dude. Like, you can't. You know, even if somebody irritates you, dude, like you don't know who's having a bad day.
That reminds me, I need to refile mine.
It's crazy. Actually, I have to renew my license. It's expired. I probably shouldn't be driving. Yeah, it's all right. I literally, when you said that, it literally just clicked in my head that my shit is expired.
That's crazy.
Well, I don't like look at it every day, so my bad. I'm lacking on my due diligence as an adult.
So what you need to do right now, because we're gonna finish here right about now, you need to go onto your computer upstairs, your little laptop, and you could probably renew it through online.
Yeah, I'm gonna download the DMV app.
Probably just go to the browser.
I
don't think the app is as good as you think it is.
Well, I would just try.
Yeah, remember, it's still DMV. It's just like it was. It's just a little more digitized.
The Department
Let's
of
put it this
Motor
way:
Vehicles.
when you take those when you have to take the test, if you ever had to take the test again,
yeah,
those computers are probably the same computers that I used when I was getting my learner's permit.
Oh, with the big old fucking screen and everything?
Yes.
Yeah, oh yeah, I had that
same
too.
fucking software and all
Yeah,
that
yeah,
shit.
dude. Like,
Now it's just a smaller little thing, but it's just...
Oh, I'm sure it's fucking... I'm actually curious as to how that works. Well, you would maybe know.
Yeah,
be
I
able
just
to inform
fucking
me.
told you.
I know. I'm sorry. But what we're not sorry for is entertaining you guys every single Saturday night around 6:30 p.m.-ish live here on Twitch.
And Monday when you're listening to it.
On YouTube or Apple Music or Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. And make sure you do your due diligence. Oh, my God, I'm struggling right now. And vote Jared Leigh 2024.
I don't know if that's due diligence, but...
Yeah. Well,
vote for me.
If I got
Jared Leigh.
I got my Blicky. It ain't with me. Or wait, what? I fucked it up. Let me put my gun finger down. Sorry.
Don't fuck with me. I might have my Blicky.
Yeah,
I said it different earlier.
Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry.
I might have my Blicky with me.
Yeah, I might have my Blicky with me. Jared Leigh, 2024. See you guys next week. Love you lots. Peace.
I'm not a crook.
Hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The merit scientist forever. The merit scientist forever. The merit scientist forever. Merit scientist forever.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
Exactly.
The merit scientist